please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get face step before I start live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating, it's a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness, I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad.
Yeah. That's what the feeling, and you ride it like a wave, crashing so the sparks can come together. Don't need a reason why the universe was made. It goes on and on and on and on forever. And it's a long flight on this battle star where we fight for love no matter where we are. And there's a big bang in this universe, and it makes me feel like the gold on work. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Love the way you Jupiter was rising, you got me reacting like a lunar look tonight. I love the way the stars are all aligning. You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. You got me like ooh, I'm feeling you.
You make me feel like the world's spinning like a satellite. You make me feel like the sun is blasting out a ray of light.
You got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like and ooh, with all the things you do, yeah, anything and everything a man can feel. Well, honey, I'm feeling with you. Girl, you got me like come on, you got me like ooh, you got me like you got me like ooh, I'm feeling you. Yeah. You got me like you got me like
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, both offenses excel at wearing down opposing defenses as they each rank in the top 10 in first downs. It's the Seahawks going up against the Rams.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Wilson on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Jimmy Graham had a really tough injury in 2015 that ended his season, but what a bounce back in 2016. How did he not get any votes for Comeback Player of the Year?
I was just going to ask you that. Not that Jordy Nelson wasn't deserving, but 65 catches, 923 yards. That was the highest total by a tight end in Seahawk history.
And I think there's a chance that both of those numbers will increase in 2017.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the rookie 7th rounder. This is Chris Carson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. They run it with Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3 A good way to get things going here in this game.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Fighting through. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Goff. And he's got his receiver, that's Sammy Watkins. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to air this out for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Mostert, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On first down, it's gone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is Carson. Down right around the 25. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. The swing pass caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play, Goff to Austin, and even 50 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd and 10, Goff again. Out left, he's got it to Everett, and he's going to be brought down. What'll be the final play of this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. He's had At it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's Carson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now Wilson, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now Austin. Twisting away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Now it's Brown. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They were right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you said.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. To throw is Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. On second down, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll run. This is Brown. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This is Brown on the carry. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
You know it's really hard for a big-time running back? It's patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. And this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Not to turn away any of our viewers, but worth mentioning, I suppose. No team has ever come back from a deficit of this size. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Goff. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that dig?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you, you know. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the D-line's going to spread out. Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw, Goff. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Steps away to it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Austin. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Carson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his man. It's Garbo. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down. That's Carson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Quentin Coples in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And the Rams getting set to go now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's gone. And it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on third. Gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On second down, here's Wilson. That is caught by Darbo. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Second down following the incompletion. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From a distance, he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. No gain on the play there. Second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And some room to work. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Wilson wants to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Sometimes play calls boil down to...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. What a spin. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. They'll try the air now with Gall. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cliff Averill, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long. It's Gall. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 19 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Seahawks, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles.